Hey you guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I've got what I melted the first half of January, wait for it, 2019. Oh my goodness. So first off, we'll start with what you see before your eyes right now. We have over here, we have White Barn or Bath & Body Works #1. That's the name of the candle. And over here we have a Vanilla Balsam. Love them both. I've had some tragic burn issues with this one, but it seems to have redeemed itself. This one's turned a little tragic at this point, but I'm hoping it will redeem itself as well down the road. So of course I will come back to you guys with a full review once, at the end of the month kind of thing. So I will discuss it. This one, if you're a chai tea lover, although it's not exact chai tea, you will love this. I'm telling you, get some. It's so good. If I ever found this at the Bath & Body Works again, if I were to go to the store tomorrow and saw it, I'd probably pick 2 more up, 1 to burn and 1 to chop up. That's when you know I like something a lot, was when I just say exactly what I did to you, because if I love a scent that much, I like to chop it up so I can melt it quite often. And then this Vanilla Balsam is just amazing. What a beautiful blend. So I really enjoy it. And actually the two of them together, burning at the same time, is actually really nice. They blend, they play nice together. All right, so some of the other items I'm going to show you are possibly Throwback Thursdays, things that I've already have some pretty extensive reviews already up on my channel for, so I won't go into great detail. So if you want to look at my playlist for Throwback Thursday, or by brand, whether it's Bath & Body Works, Super Tarts, Bathing Garden, things like that, I have lots and lots of playlists, so you can take a little looky-loo and looky-see over there. But since we're already talking about candles from Bath & Body Works, I will discuss, this is a Throwback Thursday of mine. This is Peace Iced Vanilla Woods, which is, or was at least, out the 2018 winter under a different name. I think it was just Iced Vanilla Woods is what it was called. One of my favorite candles, you guys. What a fantastic burn for a Bath & Body Works candle. This did amazing. Yes, there's a bit of squidgy mark right there, like when it comes to some soot, but all in all, you guys, fabulous. And when I've said it before, when the wax itself melts down, and it's down to where this little wrapper is here, it's just a silver foil on the inside, but it lets through light, and you can see your 3 wicks dancing in the background. So beautiful. The smell is awesome. I really enjoy this. If you like things like white Vanilla Balsam, I think you might like this. It's got a little bit of a perfume note to it, but I'm not normally a perfume fan, and I'm telling you, I love it. I still have another one in my collection, and this is probably the 4th one I've gone through overall in the lifespan that I have known that candle to be. All right, on to some 3-wick candles that I have chopped up from Bath & Body Works. Bath & Body Works candles, there is a playlist also for that to show you how I chop up my candles, as also where I get these bags. So feel free to go over to one of those playlists and take a look. This is the Bath & Body Works, essentially. Pure white cotton. I melt, there's not much left. That's all that's left in this bag of a 14.5 ounce candle. It's done really well. I love the scent for my bathroom. Love it. I would definitely pick up another one of these candles and do exactly what I did and chop it up. Makes for a fantastic bathroom scent, and you have it for quite some time. So then we have Bath & Body Works Winter Mint and Spruce, and this was just recently up on my Throwback Thursday. Thank you to Carolyn, who, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have ever received this, or would never have this in my hands, because this was, I don't know if it was an online exclusive at the time, or it was only in the States in the stores, but here in Canada, we just couldn't get this particular candle when it did come out in 2016, I want to say. Fantastic. Just did a review on it. So Throwback Thursday playlist and or Bath & Body Works, you'll get a better and more extensive review. I've said it before, I get such a great throw. I've yet to find a Bath & Body Works candle that I've chopped up, regardless of how young or old it is, that didn't throw superior. And so, you know, if there's a candle scent that I love that I know it may or not come back for a while or hard to get, I will definitely chop it up so I can use it over and over again, rather than just a burn, you know, burn a few times and it's done. So this is one of those ones where I chop this one up. I have another candle in my back stock. Not sure if I'll burn it or I'll chop it up with some more, but we'll see down the road. But I really enjoy this, you guys. All right, so let's go down to some Super Tarts. I've got this one. Sister Sister. This is a band bag from Super Tarts. Sister Sister is Anna and Elsa, and one's sugar cookie marshmallow, and the other one's cotton candy ice cream. Really, really nice. Good blender. I actually melted this. Where is it? I'm going to try to find it here for you. Where are you? Darn it, where are you? Oh, here it is. Sorry. I took something that there's still 2 cubes left that I found very difficult to get. I like pine, but on its own it can be a little bit obnoxious. So what I did is I took 1 cube of pine to 1 really big band bag cube of Sister Sister. Fantastic. They did great. What a great blend. And I really enjoyed this. It brought down the pine a little bit, you know, and it creamed it out and made it a little more tolerable. I love pine, but not necessarily all throughout my house. So speaking of perfectly pine, here we go. Sensationals. I'm totally out of whack when it comes to brands here, but whatever. Since we're here, I will likely do what I just said with these last 2. Melt 1 of these cubes each in one of my warmers, plus 1 of those big cubes as well. Really, really nice. You guys can be your own blenders. Like, that's the great thing about wax melts and having a bit of a collection. So you can kind of go into your collection and make your own blends, which is fantastic. So from Super Tarts, again, we've got It Wasn't Just a Dream, which is one of my favorite scents for the bedroom, I will say. This is Pink Sugar, Lavender Cream, and Peppermint. And this is fantastic. And I do have some more of this in my back stock. Band bag full. Really, really enjoy it. Super strong with Super Tarts. As I've said, 98% of the time, less is more. It's very, very seldom I need more than 1 cube when it comes to the clams, and maybe 1 big chunk in the band bag. So then we have Rosemary Mint from the Bathing Garden. This is pretty darn good. The only one I would say is close to perfection like this is Sheldon from Super Tarts. So they're both like, this one's rosemary, peppermint, and spearmint. The other one's rosemary mint, I think it just is, from Super Tarts. But I really enjoy this. I've melted these 2 cubes, 1 in each of my one's in the bathroom right now actually, and the other one's in my spare bedroom, just in a little tiny warmer, like a plug-in. And just look at her beautiful embeds, beautiful wax. So this is a repurchase of mine. I have another one in my back stock. I love this. Will always have this. Love it. Whether it's from her or Super Tarts, I really enjoy that scent. So since we're on to the Bathing Garden, I got Eye of Newt. This is more on her Halloween line. This is frozen water, clean air, and crystallized peppermint candy. It was okay. I found it just got lost. I wouldn't say that one thing kind of stood out amongst others when it came to the scent note. I would probably not repurchase this. It wasn't a favorite. Again, as I mentioned earlier, we're at this point now where I've been in this wax melting thing for quite some time, and I know what I like, and I'm glad I tried this, but I know that this particular blend is just not for me. So, and that's fine, but that doesn't mean it won't be for somebody else. Okay, let's jump back over to Super Tarts, because I'm all over the place. I love this one, you guys. Scents that don't necessarily make sense. From the Twilight's collection from Super Tarts, we have Emmett. And Emmett is woodsy pine and strawberry juice. And it's truly a 50-50 split between pine and strawberry juice. Like rich, sweet strawberry juice and pine needles. I don't know what else to say. You wouldn't think this would go like, oh yeah, I feel like I want to buy that. That sounds really appetizing or appealing, or like, yeah, that's right up my alley. No, none of those things for me, but I bought it. I fell in love. Again, 1 cube, 1 of these cubes at a time from Super Tarts, throws like crazy. I have more in my back stock. It has been a repurchase of mine. I truly enjoy Emmett very much. One of my all-time, forever, ever, ever melts from any company whatsoever is Super Tarts Beauty and the Beast. And this is no stranger to a lot of you. Anything that with a check mark was purchased on Wax Wednesday, where it was 25% off their website. So this is Blackberries and Magically Delicious, the cereal as we know it. This is fantastic, you guys. I really melt this on special occasions when I know my parents are coming. I want my house to smell really inviting and bakery-like and like fruity as well. And it smells like a beautiful scone. I guess if that was going to say what it might smell like, a scone, a blackberry, a sweet, sugary blackberry scone with that baked goodness, which is, I guess, a magically delicious cereal, but it smells amazing. It smells like I've been baking all day. So I melted this on Christmas. I melt this when my parents come over to visit, when I know they're like, when they arrive, have this been like melting most of the day. Fantastic scent. Never disappoints. So let's go on to some Walmart purchased wax. Some things I can purchase here in Canada, but most things I'm about to show you were thanks to my friends in the States, because first of all, our Walmarts up here in Canada suck ass. Yes, I'm sorry, plug your children's ears up. They suck ass. I haven't seen hardly a single thing new in my Walmart. There's been 1 or 2 new wax scents maybe in the last 4 months. And other than that, nothing. And it's been almost a year since we've seen a lot of new stuff. And I know that I have a subscriber and friend who emails me, and she's awesome and she's diligent and she's so good about, she contacts Sensational, she contacts Walmart, because here in Canada we do not get Better Homes and Gardens, which is owned by freaking Sensational. So I don't understand the difference, why we Canadians can't get both worlds, but apparently we get Sensationals, and even then we get probably, I want to say, a quarter of what the Americans get when it comes to choices, selection, and so on. But anyway, we'll get over to that stuff in a moment. But I will talk to you guys about the Glade. Glade is found in my Walmart or grocery store, but in my Walmart, I don't find this where all the other wax melts are sold. I find Glade wax melts where I find Glade products. So like their sprays and their candles, that's where I find it, and that's totally in opposite areas. It's normally in the cleaning aisle of Walmart for me, for the 2 major Walmarts near me. So I don't know if that's the case in your area, but this was lovely. Delicate Vanilla Embrace. This is a bit light, but really lovely. It definitely is a nice bedroom scent that isn't overwhelming. So if you don't want to melt something too overwhelming before bed, this is actually really pleasant. There are 6 cubes, but they are huge. And sometimes you can get them for a good deal. But in Walmart here in Canada, it means 2 for $8, which is $4 a pack, which is not that good of a deal. But again, for what we pay for a lot of things up here, that's pretty good. So I would definitely recommend that, and I have repurchased that. Let's go to some Better Homes and Gardens. Some of these I was just melting because I've had them in my collection for quite some time. I've had this since 2017, a Mountain Cabin Escape. This one was, yeah, this one was like bug spray and men's cologne, and just no. I would not melt this again. I would not repurchase this. It was good for the time being, and I melted it in rooms I knew I wasn't going to be hanging out in, so that would be the bedroom and the spare bedroom. The bathroom and the spare bedroom. Spiced Woodland Currant. This was really, really nice, and I was so happy when I got this over a year ago now from my friends, because it was tart. It was currant. If you guys know, if you like Lush's comforter or anything like that, that's got a black currant into it. And this is just really nice. It's just a manly currant smell. So if you're a gentleman or a woman who enjoys some manly scents, I would say definitely, if you see this, I don't know if you'll still have it in your American stores, but I would definitely jump on that for sure. What I meant to say is, I would definitely pick up another one. That was a little bit awkward. Okay, moving on. Then we have Better Homes and Gardens Warm Apricot Cider. This is fantastic. Really, really enjoy this one. On cold and melted, it smelled just like that picture would depict, but without like cinnamon. I did not get a lot of cinnamon. That is a cinnamon stick, but that's, I think, just for the photograph, just visually pleasing maybe. But for a person who doesn't like a lot of cinnamon like myself, this girl right here, it didn't give off that vibe. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed this. This is really good. I would most certainly repurchase this, but I do have some more in my back stock because I knew I'd love it just based on the scent on cold, and it threw really, really well. Another one where I have another in my back stock, and I don't think it's really up my alley, is the Thankful Harvest. This came out in 2017. And it's kind of supposed to be pumpkin-y. I don't know. There's something about it that just, I don't know. It's supposed to be, well, it shows like squash and different types of gourds and things, but it smells a little more pumpkin, but there's some weird spices to it that are just not up my alley, and it's just not for me. But it might be more yours. I don't know. To each his own, right? Like we all have different noses, and that's a good thing. So to each his own, just not for me. Again. Oh man, this is so good. Winter Berry Zest. Fantastic melt. I really enjoy this one. It has cranberries. It has definitely orange. Oh my gosh, it reminds me of something from the Body Shop from like the 90s. That's just a scent memory I'm getting right now. It's so good. There are some greenery here in the photographs. I don't get any, and there's some pine needles there, or pine cones. I don't get pine, but I get the orange zest. I get the cranberries. So there's tartness, there's sweetness. This is fantastic, and I melted this around just before New Year's, or no, just after New Year's, I guess. I probably melted this on New Year's Day. I know I was saving a lot of these ones because I thought, oh, you know, the one thing I didn't do with this though is blend it with soda pop, because this with soda pop would have been a perfect New Year's punch, you know, for your nose in a good way. But really love that, and I think I may have a backup of that one as well. So very similar to the warm apricot cider that we spoke about. This is Sensational's version of a honey crisp cider. Taste of the Country. This was really nice, but I think I preferred the warm apricot cider because this one had a little more spice to it. I do enjoy it. I do have backups. I really like it. Again, I threw a cinnamon stick for photographs. This one, I will say, has cinnamon in it. Not obnoxiously, but there is cinnamon in it. But if I were to choose between the two, warm apricot cider would definitely be my favorite of the two. Holiday cookies. What's funny, it makes me giggle because my friend Heather, I guess she was melting this in her home, and she messaged me and she's like, Kim, my husband came home and I can't remember what she said. He thought it smelled like barf or stinky socks. I'm not quite sure, but she's like, oh my God, I guess I'm not gonna be able to melt this when he's around. And it was okay. I wouldn't say I got barf or stinky socks. It was okay. It was nothing to write home about. And of course, this is one of the few that came to Canada after I received this from friends. It came to Canada. Of course, those ones do. It's good. It's just your standard cookie baking with some cinnamon and star anise, you know, things like that. There's some spices in it. Would I repurchase it? No. I've got other things that I would probably blend with this. But I just thought it was so funny that my friend Heather was like, oh my gosh, my husband came home and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh no, that's horrible. What a way to... Yeah, I don't like your wax melt, honey. Oh my God. All right, and then we've got a coffee from the coffee shop sampler from Zeep. We have salted caramel macchiato. This was amazing and so strong. Oh my goodness. So it's described as salted caramel, espresso, and whipped cream, and exactly how, in the order I read it out to you, is exactly how I could smell it. This was strong. I split this one in half and melted it in 2 different warmers on it was a Sunday morning, I think it was. And this was absolutely fantastic. I probably could have kept on my warmer longer than the 10 hours that it was on my warmer and before I turned them off. This is one of those ones that you could probably get some decent throw for quite some time on it. So really enjoyed that. It was really, really good. I'm so happy I got her sampler. And if it wasn't for my friends in the States, you know, thank you to those friends who made that happen. This is Johanna from Vintage Chic Scents. This is one of my favorites. Strawberry, rosemary, mint, and shaving cream. Fantastic. Love it. One of my favorite scents from Vintage Chic. Throws really, really well as well. Then we have Beach Holiday. Oh my gosh, you guys. This was so good. I knew from the moment I got the sampler, the advent calendar from Mandala Melts. This is part of the advent. Anything with the Christmas tree on it. I knew when I smelled this, when I opened it up on the day that I was open it on the Advent, I was going to be in love with this. This is freaking amazing. If this came in a loaf, I'd absolutely purchase an entire loaf of this. It's called Beach Holiday. It's ocean mist, mango, papaya, and guava. Man, this is so good. It was huge melt, but I decided to throw it all into my bedroom, and it threw like a beast, and it was beautiful. I enjoyed every single moment of it, and wow, this is really good, Crystal. You did such a fantastic job. For my fresh lovers, there's just the right amount of ocean mist with some fruit in it. Nothing overpowers the other. It's a great blend. Crystal, you did well. Very, very well. Another one from her advent calendar. Holiday baking, molasses cookies, pie crust, and apple pie. This is very, very nice. Very bakery. Very, very nice. Christmas cookie. Oh my gosh. This is good. It's melting right now. It smells amazing. This is shaped in a cookie as well. Gourmet sugar cookies and sweet butter mints and marshmallow. Just a beautiful blend. Very, very nice. Snowman tears, peppercorn, elderberries, blackberries, and fizzy bubbles. Really, really good. Again, Rainbow Melts. First of all, hats off to Crystal for her labels. They have the name, her company's name, the website, the title of the melt, the scent note description, and the pour date. Hands down, fabulous. But also, like, her creativity is super cool. And Rainbow Melts, I've said this before in other videos, less is more, just like Super Tarts. Less is more, whereas Bathing Garden, I normally have to put 2 cubes in. Sensationals, Better Homes and Gardens, 2 cubes in. Super Tarts, 1. Rainbow Melts, if they're in shapes, small amounts. If it's, chopping up in small amounts is definitely key. Less is more, and they last forever, it seems. Seaside Christmas, Pine, Ocean Air, and Sweet Fruit. I did not enjoy this one. This one, again, was from the advent calendars. You can tell from the Christmas tree. I didn't enjoy this one as much, but, you know, that's just my own scent preference. I've had this before, and I love this. Let It Snow, Sweet Snow Taffy, Peppermint Swizzle Sticks, Frosted White Cake. Fantastic. Really, really enjoyed it. Again, was in her Christmas advent calendar this year. We have Snow Angel, which was strawberry and icy peppermint and cotton candy. Love it. Then we have Winter Storm, Ozone, Fresh Air, Patchouli, and Musk. This was good. Not my favorite, but it was good. I'm not gonna lie. It was not my favorite. I did melt that one in my my bathroom. Sorry. Winterberry, crisp peppermint, and sweet berries. This was good, but I like crisp peppermint separately from my berries, but it was decent. It was very nice. Holiday treat, sweet berries, and peppermint. So that's crisp peppermint and sweet berries. Very similar. So winterberry and holiday treat are very similar. And then these the last 3 are from the Super Tarts advent calendar from 2018. Cinnamon Chai, Churros, Cola Float. Wow, 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 and wow. So yes, I definitely got a little chai, but that's because I got the cinnamon, the clove, and all that. And I actually did get a little Cola Float scent out of that. So that was pretty cool. It was nice to smell that. Candy cane bedtime bath was wonderful. It was a huge melt. Melted this one in my bedroom. It was fantastic. Really, really nice. And what Brandy sometimes does is that if there's a really popular blend that she just created for her advent, like she did in 2017, she will make it into a collection or part of the collection for next year. So chocolate orchid figs, cotton candy lavender. Oh my god, this one was so good. This was a little Santa Claus shape. This was so, so good. Definitely a bedroom scent, at least in my own opinion. Chocolate orchid doesn't smell like chocolate. It smells like flowers with the very mild flowers. The figs are very sensual. The cotton candy rounds it up with the lavender. So it makes the lavender more of a sweet lavender. And the figs are very sensual and the little bit of floral in the background. All right, guys, I've talked your ear off. That's it. That's all. That's everything that I melted for the first half of January. As always, you guys, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.